Imagine this: you're in a sales negotiation. Your customer looks disinterested, his arms are folded, and it doesn't seem like you'll be able to sell him the product.
So how does communication style affect personal selling? So a communication style is a way of behaving and thinking. It's key to be synchronized with those you work, which helps to create the most productive relationship. And so how do we find out what personality someone has? So there are 4 communication styles: directive, reflective, emotive, and supportive, which will be explained later. They are all based on 2 dimensions: high-low, dominance, and sociability. This helps to explain the degree of dominance and sociability in one's communication style. So to identify a communication style, we use verbal and non-verbal factors such as tone of voice, gestures, openness, spontaneity, friendliness, and informality.
All right, so I'll talk about the type of customers that are kind of directive and how do we deal with that. So a directive customer, when you encounter them, they are more likely to be more business-like than personal. So developing a strong personal relationship is not actually an important factor to deal with directives. So I would say that when you come across a directive person, he wants to know all of the details available. You can't waste that person's time because his time is valuable, and he doesn't want you to pester him on his daily routine. So in this case, I could say that I'm one of that person which is directive. Whenever a salesperson that comes towards me, explaining about that certain type of product, I would ask them about the information and the type of products that is being the most important factor about that product itself. So that is all I need to know. You don't have to like emotionally convince me to buy that product. So dealing with directive customers, you have to be efficient, time disciplined, and well organized, as well as provide the facts that supports your words. You know? So these are the important factors which you need to know in order to deal with directive customers, which perhaps you might find that they are being rude and which is not entirely able to come up with a friendly gesture or having a really a reciprocating communication styles. So you have to provide everything from A to Z, and that is the way, which is rather rigid, I would say. And this is how you deal with directive customers like CEOs or directors. I think that's it from me. Thank you.
So now we're going to talk about the reflective style. So the reflective style refers to low dominance and low sociability. People that are reflective tend to be meticulous with details and analyze the situation before acting. They do not show their feelings and emotions and tend to be close to any social interactions. The reflective style is best described as precise, disciplined, serious, and organized. However, the excess zone of the reflective style is being stiff, overwhelmed with details, and indecisive. So how to identify the reflective style? So there are verbal and non-verbal factors that help to identify the reflective style. For example, a person that is very calm, a bit slow, serious, formal, and quite thoughtful can represent the reflective style. So to build a relationship with someone who is different from you, it's important to adapt to one's communication style. And as a salesperson, to build a relationship with a customer with a reflective person, they must be on time and well prepared, provide documentation, have great knowledge, and provide precise explanations of the product or service, and put no pressure on closing the sale.
Right. So now I will present about the emotive characteristics So the explanation of emotive zones and style characteristics. Okay, a person with a emotive communication style is more likely to be outgoing, convincing, and spontaneous. Okay, excessive display of this attribute can lead to rudeness without consideration of others' feelings and complete disinterest in others' people's perspective, over gesturings, and communicating deeply held views. Okay, there are a few cues to identify emotive personalities. Okay, the first one is the active listening and observation to recognize emotion indicators, including giving full attention to what someone is saying without interrupting, judgments, and also distraction, and watching how they express themselves through voice, your faces, and also their body. A quick and high-pitched voice may indicate that anxious or fierce, while a low, a quiet, and monotone voice may indicate a boredom or distress. A frown shows unhappiness or frustrations, while grind shows delight or satisfactions. Or a stiff, close posture might implement defensiveness or hostility, while a relaxed, open postures show openness and receptiveness. Okay, there are a trick how to build a relationship with this type of criteria. The first one is to understanding and acknowledge their emotion to show empathy. The second one is to repeat the crucial topics to show engagement as you actively listen to the verbal and non-verbal clues. The third point is to positive language, emphasize solution and positive. Number 4, use names and past stops to personalize interaction. And the last one, to admit fault and apologize, and also propose a solution when some problems happens. All right, that's all. Thank you.
The supportive personality type, and explanation of access zones and style characteristics. The supportive communication style is characterized by high sociability and low dominance. Individuals with a supportive style are generally warm, cooperative, and considerate. They prioritize relationships and harmony in their interactions. However, in excess, this style may lead to indecisiveness, avoidance of conflict to the point of not expressing personal needs, and potential difficulties in making assertive decisions. Identifying the supportive style involves paying attention to verbal and non-verbal cues. Someone with a supportive style tends to be friendly, approachable, and accommodating. They may use a warm and inviting tone of voice, display open body language, and express concern for others' feelings. The individual may avoid confrontations and may hesitate to share personal options or needs. How do you build a relationship? To establish a positive relationship with someone with a supportive communication style, it is crucial to adapt to their preferences. When interacting with a supportive person, focus on building a connection based on trust and collaboration. Acknowledge their contributions and express appreciation for their support. Use a friendly and empathetic communication style. Allow them space to express their thoughts and feelings without pressure. In a professional context, collaborative projects and team-building activities can strengthen the relationship with a supportive individual. Great, now you just mastered style flexing. What is style flexing? Style flexing is the ability for one to adapt to someone's communication style. In personal selling, this practice helps a salesperson to adjust its communication style to suit the personality of the buyer and assist with their needs.